The final moments of Malum's existence were not of surrender, but of a venomous, dying spite. As Kalen reveled in his cosmic apotheosis, his gaze fixed on the fragile beauty of his origin world, the dying whispers of Malum coalesced into a singular act of ultimate malice. A sliver of its ancient corruption, a shard of its very essence, was injected into the primordial void, a darkness colder and hungrier than Malum itself. This amplified void, now a nascent god of annihilation, turned its terrifying gaze not upon Kalen, but upon the world that birthed him. A beam of pure, unadulterated destruction, a torrent of cosmic decay, surged across the void, aimed with terrifying precision at Kalen's home. His new form, vast and powerful, stretched across the ether, but the distance, the sheer, unimaginable distance, was too great. He could see it, a blinding comet of doom, searing through the fabric of reality, an incandescent harbinger of absolute oblivion. Malum's final act, a masterpiece of despair, had found its mark. Kalen, the architect of change, the weaver of existence, was rendered powerless, forced to be a silent witness to the annihilation of his past. The cosmic energies that flowed through him warred with the crushing weight of his failure. His origin world, a tapestry of life he had only just begun to contemplate reshaping, was now a canvas for destruction. The very light that had defined his transformation now seemed to mock him, a stark contrast to the encroaching darkness. He felt the agony of a million souls, the silent screams of his people, echoing across the unfathomable gulf. Was this the ultimate price of his defiance? Had his escape from Malum's grasp merely paved the way for a far greater, far more ancient evil? The beam struck. A blinding flash, a silent scream that tore through Kalen's very being, a wave of pure entropy that consumed everything in its path. He saw his home, not as a world of vibrant life, but as a dying ember, a void being born from its ashes. But then, amidst the desolation, a flicker. A single, defiant spark, tiny yet impossibly bright, pushing back against the encroaching nothingness. It was not the spark he knew, but something older. Something that resonated with his own defiance, his own will to change. As the void threatened to swallow this last vestige of hope, Kalen felt a familiar pull, a resonance across the cosmic expanse. It was the void itself, recognizing the echo of Malum's corruption within its hunger. And within that echo, a vulnerability. Malum, in its final, desperate act of sabotage, had inadvertently created a bridge. A connection. A pathway not for destruction, but for something else. As the last vestiges of his home world dissolved into cosmic dust, Kalen's transformed eyes, burning with newfound understanding, fixed on the heart of the void. The primordial darkness, once an unstoppable force, now pulsed with the faint, corrupted echo of Malum. And Kalen knew, with a certainty that chilled him to his very core, that his war was not over. It had merely shifted. He raised his luminous, cosmic hands, not in despair, but in a silent, terrible promise. The spark was change, yes. But change could be wielded by any hand, for any purpose. And now, he understood the true nature of the void. It was not just an end, but a beginning. A canvas waiting for a new master. A seed of darkness that could be replanted. He would not save his home. But he would ensure that the darkness that consumed it would not go unchallenged. He would embrace the corruption, not to succumb, but to understand. To weaponize it. To become the very thing he fought against, in order to defeat a greater evil. His eyes narrowed, a cosmic storm gathering within them. He was no longer Kalen. He was the echo of Malum's final gambit. He was the void's new architect. And his work had just begun.